Hi, we're live. Woohoo! So I'm gonna let it just kind of catch up. I'm gonna go find us live on the feed. Hey, we got 2 people watching already. Say hello. Who's here? Right, I have to find myself on the tablet so I can read comments good, so they don't go too fast. Who's that? There it is. You find yourself? I found it. Let's see if it's in the lag. How much of the lag there is. Hey, it says we have 5 people. All right. So, hi everybody. I'm Becky from Vintage Viking Treasures. Tonight I'm doing live sales with Barb from Cowgirl Class. And I don't know if they can hear you from all the way across the room or not. Hello from across the room. So we have her set up. So we're in the same room. Hi, Susan. Hi, Laura. Hi, Kathleen. Hey, Sandy. Sandy got the first hello in there. Lindsay, Deanne. How is everybody doing tonight? So her phone is set up here. So we can do glass up here and we can give you guys close-ups right here so that you'll be able to see things a little bit better. Oh, there's Laura saying, hello, Barb. Hi, Geneva. Hi, Laura. So we're going to try and do lots of Fenton tonight, I think is the plan. Barb is unpacking some of the boxes from when we were in Alabama. We kind of had an all Fenton day today. We had our Fenton, Colorado Springs group meeting, as minimal as that is, because there's still some people sick, unfortunately. Or, they're not sick, but they're not feeling great and ready to go out and do stuff yet. So, still right. They're just recovering a little bit still. And yeah, so we did Fenton all day. Did Fenton group. We went out snooping for a while, and now we're back here to pull glass to put up for the live tonight. So hey, there's Jeff. He must be still over at his mom's because he's not here. So your husband's out there somewhere, right? And we're gonna try and use this fancy program that Jeff made for me too, instead of doing all the all the stuff by hand. So yep, Debbie's here with her sister is Deanna Campbell. Did we know Deanna from Facebook before? I don't know if we had this is Deanne Campbell. I should ask you. Were you on Facebook when we were selling over there too? Because I think we had a Deanna Campbell. It's so familiar to me, I don't know. So we know Deanna Iverson. Well, yes, I know that, but I guess. Well, hey, how are you doing in Texas? I have to remember Groovy Vintage's first name. Jenna? Yay, I got it. Hi, Jenna. How are you doing? Not on Facebook. Well, you have someone with a very similar name on Facebook. January. I stopped typing the title earlier. January. Today's the 11th, right? I think so. All day long. Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to save it quick so that I don't override anything else while we're getting some up. If you want to start pulling, so basically how we do it here, why does that itch so bad all of a sudden? Oh, hey, Daniel, how are you doing tonight? It's been a long day for you. I hope you got a nap because he was up starting at 8:30 our time this morning. Daniel was live. I took a kid to band at 7:30 our time. Well, he's in Illinois, I think, also. So, but when Barb and I are together doing a sale, we're just used to doing it how we're used to doing it on Facebook, which is basically we're putting up an item. We'll put it up here in front of this. That's our basic outline of bid increments and all that stuff, which is really similar to the YouTube world. Hi, Nancy. And we usually will put up multiple choices. So the offer is for the highest offer gets first dibs on choosing a choice that's presented. And then,
Say that
right? And then our backup offer gets next choice. So I know we do choice all the time on YouTube. It should be a breeze. It should be very easy to follow. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. We love to hear any questions, comments. Welcome you to chat with each other in the comments. Let us know if you're looking for something, because we might just have unloaded it. You never know what we've unloaded. So all sorts of different stuff like that. So, but we love hearing the chat, seeing the chat, and getting feedback from everybody. So if you want to add anything else to that I missed, because you normally tell all the details.
I usually do tell all the
why
details.
don't you make sure
basically
I didn't miss anything?
What it says is it gives you the bid increments, and we work a lot like a brick and mortar auction house in the style we do things. You know, if you bid on something, we expect you to pay for it. We invoice you. We expect you to pay for it. You know, items are sold as is on site at time of sale. We try to note any defects, but if you have any questions about like an artist on a painting or something, let us know.
Yeah, and we are been pretty consistent of getting invoices out within 48 hours. And then we hopefully get that respect and return of paying your invoice within 48 hours. So that's been working pretty well. So I know, Deanne, we got the glass tonight. She says she loves glass. And I know your sister does too. So I know you guys got some stuff when John and Barb were on last week, because that was special because John was in town from Illinois. Daniel, are you in Illinois? I think. So I don't remember, because John, our friend John Walk that was on last week, he lives what, an hour basically northeast of St. Louis?
Straight east.
Straight east.
Go right down 70.
Yeah. So.
Get off the Mulberry Grove exit.
Well, don't give it away. Everybody
call him and let him know you're coming first.
Show up at his house. I know he's working on finishing. I think he got the invoicing done because they got an ice storm at the end of last week. So I know he was working on getting the books and stuff out.
Yes.
In invoicing at least. Yes. So hopefully they're going. Debbie says she likes glass animals and painted flowers.
Oh. I think we can help you with that.
Right? I'm just gonna make sure I have saved this quick. And that's what I was saying. Jeff made me this really cool spreadsheet, and it's supposed to help save us some time. But the learning curve is I have to figure out how to remember to enter it all in as we're going, because I'm just used to writing it all down or writing it down after the fact. So we kind of have to get used to the new system, but it's saving us a lot of time already, and we've only used it once.
Yes.
So
we're getting this down.
Right. Yeah. Daniel says that he is in Illinois, but he might be close to him. So people think it's boring, but I collect white hobnail. I'm on the lookout for more unique pieces. Amberina is another suggestion. Okay. I'm going to look. Sorry.
You're going to look.
Did that picture and glass set go? Or is it packed from
that.
Alabama?
It's packed from Alabama. I know. Well,
and I think, yeah. So if you see any, well, that's a suggestion while you're looking in the glass gallery.
Okay.
If you see any white hobnail,
okay,
we have someone in the audience who would appreciate it seeing it.
Okay.
Chicago lady. Chicago lady. What is your first name? I'm doing really good with the names, and I just can't keep all of them in my head yet. You might have to remind me of your first name. Gia says she loves vases, especially Fenton, and they're only 10 miles down the road and never took advantage. Oh, is she close to Fenton?
Wow.
Yeah, it's all gone now, unfortunately. Yep. Light blue glass, not cobalt, not teal. Well, I know we have that one blue vase over there. I think we have a bigger one too. That one, is there a cone-shaped one or something?
We have the sculptured vase.
Okay. Silver lace glass. Debbie, do you mean silver crest?
Or Spanish lace?
Spanish lace?
Or Spanish lace silver crest?
Spanish lace silver crest. I know sometimes all the specific names of the Fenton stuff is hard to keep track of. Hi, Chris. How are you doing tonight? So glad you're here. All right. Well, you want to put up a first lot for us?
Sure, we'll
There's
put up a few
22
things.
people watching.
Cool.
So, yep, they built a school, an elementary school on top of the factory ground.
Okay, we're going to start with some of the hand-painted pieces from the 80s. Our first item tonight is going to be the Wave Crest vase. This is in the chocolate roses on cameo. Very monochromatic, very 80s. It has its original Fenton sticker in there.
Silver crest is what you meant. Okay, how about we turn on the light? Maybe
Ooh,
that's
that would
helpful.
help too. And this one was hand-painted by V. Fielder. A lot of people collect specific artists, I know.
Daniel says he wish he had his Fenton back.
Okay, so we're going to call that one choice A.
Oh yeah, so what is, tell me our starting.
We said 25 on that.
Okay, I'm gonna try and remember to start. Then I need to see if we have any mods in here.
Okay, second piece. It's the same base color, but this is what Fenton called their dogwood pattern. So this is called dogwood on cameo. And this is their low comport. And this piece was hand painted by Laura, and Becky is my eyeballs a lot.
Laura Long.
Laura Long.
Is that better, Susan, with the light on? Oh, it's a little bit too far.
Oh, sorry.
How about that?
Okay, and then C is a really cute piece. This is what they call the pink blossoms on custard. Custard is one of the glass types that has uranium in it and it will glow. Pink blossoms are painted and then they have the addition of some essentially ground glass, which is called frit, and it adds a real sparkle to that glass.
Thank you, Dan.
This piece was hand painted by V. Gerke. And it's going to be choice C.
Daniel, do you mind if I make you a wrench just so you can squash any bots if you see them? Because it'd be nice to have a few more wrenches in here. If that's okay with you, let me know. Hi, Trisha. Oh, there's another wrench. I see Laura at 25. Now we have Jeff and Trisha and one other person. Who do we have in there as a wrench? I don't need everybody to be wrenches. I just need enough to make sure that we don't get all the bots in here. So. Did we find anything? I mean, that sounds terrible.
Today?
I mean, we were out snooping a bit today, but I don't remember if we found any Fenton. But I found a piece.
I found Pastoria.
Yeah. We found a piece.
Found Hazel Atlas.
What day was that when I met you up north?
What do you mean?
In Monument. Was that?
That would have been last Wednesday?
Was it that far back before the snow again?
I think so.
Oh man. The days just run together, don't they? Okay. Oh yeah, Chris. Chris is a wrench. And there we go. I don't know how long we. Yeah, no, I mean I don't expect you to stay the whole time. I just know you know how it works. So if you see a bot or a troll, I know you know how to take care of it. That's why I'm asking. Thank you. So I'm gonna do that quick, make him an admin. Because I think Jeff is too. And so at least we have like 3 or 4 in there. I just don't want to get stuck with nobody out there else to be able to help with, if there's somebody we need to get rid of later. So thank you.
Our knock 'em off crew.
Pretty much.
Hey,
all right.
That likes cranberry glass.
Oh yeah. Anybody like cranberry? All right. So I see Laura at 25. That's so funny. It only says I have 5 people on this live chat. I know that's not right. It says 27 over here.
5, 27.
I know. It's weird how they don't like sync up between the two things. So
it's under 50.
Right?
That's all. That's all.
So we're going to be going once. Yes. Okay. Oh, she's answering us about cranberry. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm like, yes, what? I forgot we asked the question. I have to remember that long. We just asked you a question. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We're going to be going twice. Excuse me. Where are we shipping from? We are in Colorado. I live in Colorado Springs. That's where everything will be shipped out. Barb lives in Parker, which is just south of Denver. So she's been down for the day, snooping around and everything.
All the stuff.
Yeah, but it'll come out of here, out of Colorado Springs. It goes up to back up to Denver to the shipping hub anyway. But unfortunately, okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to.
Shipping out of the Front Range of Colorado.
Right? Let's see if that works. All right. Yes, I know. I just didn't know, you've been in and out of YouTube, and I don't think that we've talked much since you've been up to Fort Collins. All of my kids moved out of Fort Collins and Greeley. So Laura, yep, she had the stop. She's choosing A, please.
Okay.
So then what we usually do is there anybody else who wants a choice of either B or C? Speaking of which, what we didn't do is that.
Glow yet, I forgot.
That one's custard and it glows for 25. I got you, Laura. Thank you. So then it'll be whoever shows up first in the chat. If you wish to have a choice, then you're welcome, Laura. All right, Sandy wants C.
Got it?
And then we just have one more option. And if you would like to, you have a new round?
I do have a new round.
All right, so I'm going to do Sandy. So whenever you're ready to change, I have these written down.
Okay.
And then I will enter in the fantastic spreadsheet while you describe.
Okay, we're going to do something kind of neat. We have 4 different variations
Just
of
tell
the
me
same
you're
bid.
starting off.
We're going to start at 25 again.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. This is what Fenton called their mini bud vase. Now they're pretty common in hobnail here, and they all have a different crimp at the top. So there's several different styles of these. The color we're showing tonight is French opalescent, which means it's clear glass with the white opalescence to it. A has what we call the tri crimp, and that would be a deco crimp because it doesn't have a second ruffle style to it. B is going to be the very plain flared, so no crimp on that one. The top of the vase is simply flared out. You can see the opalescence goes down about halfway on both of these vases. C, about the same kind of opalescence. And it has, what, about a 6 crimp on there.
Yay, Laura. Laura got her box today. She's going to open it tomorrow after it warms up.
Right.
Everyone is making such wise decisions about their cold glass.
And you guys can probably see this one has a little shallower iridescence on it. Goes only about down this far on the glass. And I'll show you one that's about the complete opposite opalescence wise. So this little guy has the same crimp as A, but this one had a lot of time reheating to get the opalescence all the way through it. So this whole vase is opalescent. And that's going to be D. Once again, starting offer is 25. And these were all made from 1940s through the 1950s for the most part. But this grouping gives you a very good idea of how things can really differ just in one piece.
Oh yeah, it's
One piece,
amazing
one
the
color.
difference on those. So, hi Nancy, how are you doing tonight? Oh, Deanne's is still waiting. She still hasn't opened her box. She's waiting on her hubby not to be there so she can open it up. You're not the first person to say that.
Well, it's hard to say that you've had it for years when he's right there and you're opening it.
Yeah, we have friends who wait for certain people in their households not to be there when they bring things in the house. It happens more than you know. So those are wow, they're all so different, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And can we show any how the Ring of Fire looks at all?
I don't know if there's really a way to.
Let's see. I'm going to bring this one close. Oh, I just saw it in the
top there.
Yeah.
I know it's really hard to show on camera.
I was just trying to catch it on the edge and it is not. You can kind of see it like in the hobs there where it's kind of an orangey yellow a little bit. And it's just like that on the edge. Yeah, just on the edge of that lip of the vase, you can see it. But that opalescence does have that ring of fire in it. So, hi, Steph. How are you doing tonight? Excuse me. Look at that. This is so weird. My tablet won't catch up on how many people are watching.
How weird
It's
is
the
that?
strangest thing.
Your tablet's taking it easy tonight.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's like, whatever. I got 31 over here.
Cool.
I got 5 over here.
Well,
It's the strangest thing. So, all right. Well, how about we
swap it out?
Yep. I'm going to stop this one. And we'll just tell me what our offer is.
Next starting offer is going to be 45.
Ooh, just getting into some more. What do you? Oh,
Maybe some quick heads.
Excuse me. We've been out all day long. It's amazing.
Okay. First critter we have up is the Fenton sitting cat. This one is in ebony.
You could probably come. I'm gonna
closer.
Yeah, but you're gonna go this way, and then you can go closer. Right there. Yep.
With the copper rose decoration.
We'll get her used to this StreamYard because it's backwards and she's not looking at the screen.
And I can't see where it is. So I'm like, yeah, doing it all backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And painted by Pam Miller. Can you see on that one?
Yep, Pam Miller.
Cute little green eyes on that kitty.
So for sure, if you want to see some other details up close, yeah, you gotta go that way, or the letters gotta go like this, maybe.
Okay.
And then they look really far away, but they're not tall right now, so.
Okay, second one is one of our little Fenton sitting bears. Here's a purple floral design.
Hi, Paula.
And this is a nice, bright, light blue. It's done for the 95th anniversary, which would have been around let's see. Is that 2005 was the 100th, so it must have been right around 2000 was the 95th.
The purpley hue on those flowers complements that colored glass very nicely.
And it has its original sticker on there. I'm not going to remove those so that we can see the artist.
Oh, Deanne's been working on the master bathroom. We were shopping all day. Much better. I hate painting. Painting is not my favorite thing to do.
I don't know. Okay, and then the third is also the sitting cat. This one's in the blue satin with blue roses. This is another one of the 1980s patterns. And let's see, it looks like this one was painted by N. You get the name on that one? I can't get it. Looks like Cutman, maybe.
Oh, wow. It's better over here for sure. Cut. Cut somebody. C-U-B-N-E or C-U-H-N-E? I don't know.
It's C-U-H-N-E.
I have no idea whose name that is. Chicago lady, can you please remind me of your name? Do you mind? Because it's gonna bug me that I can't remember. Does the blue one glow? I don't think any of those glow. No. The blue satin does not. Glow. Nope, it just reflects the light. They do not glow. Jeannie, of course. Multiple people with really close names. That's going to be my downfall.
Like, I knew that.
Right? Oh, I know, Chris. You were working all day. I saw you in and out of some of the sale earlier today. Hey, there's a bot. Yay, we've made it. We got a bot. Right, let's see here. Oh, Paula got him before I did. Dang it, Paula's fast. She beat you. She did. Yes, Debbie, all 3 of those are Fenton ones. And they all should have logos. Did you show that too, where the logo?
I did not show where the logo
There's the logo on the ebony cat. And the bear is pretty much standard where he is, right there. And then this cat should be in the same place. Or is this one before logo? Because it says
maybe a 70s than an
80s version. This one is a little bit before the logo. But that's where they put them once they started making them later. So, Chicago lady is Laura. Oh no, Jeannie. Chicago lady was saying hi to Jeannie. I'm going to get this before we're done. I swear. I need like a cheat sheet somewhere. Remember, Chicago lady,
Chicago Lady Laura.
Is Laura. I see Debbie in at 45. Barb has a really good memory. When I'm like, what did you just ask? I don't remember. So
she'll be like, remember that one sale we did?
No, Jeannie is Chicago. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused.
Jeannie Laura.
I'm sorry.
Jeannie, we're going to start calling you Jeannie Laura now.
I'll just call you Chicago Lady. It's easier.
CO.
Right? And then I'm going to get, like, we were freezing when we came in. And now it's like, woo, now it's a little warm in here because we have the heater on. So, oh, did Jody pop in? Hi, Miss Jody. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in forever. You getting enough naps in for Saturday night? Because we're going to be up late, probably.
What? Staying up late on Saturday night?
Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. I know. Jeannie, Chicago Lady. Jeannie, Chicago Lady. And I think that's where I was getting tripped up because I remembered the gal from Texas, right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, well, I saw Debbie at 45, so we're going to be going once. Anybody wants to get in an offer, we'll leave it open. And then the other way that it works when the two of us are together, usually when I'm on somebody else's channel, I just pick and fill up my desk with it, 20, 30 items. When we're together, Barb's able to just go look around the room and pull up anything that she sees goes like really good together price point wise. And then if there's any requests and stuff, then she's able to pull that too. So it works really well when we're together.
If you're really nice and it's something in a box and I know where it is, I'll even dig it out.
Right? You might even unpack it.
But you gotta be really nice.
At least we don't have people telling us, be nice on here.
Right? Just wait, Jeremy will get on here one of these days.
No, don't Beetlejuice him. I don't want him to.
No, put that out
there. I know. Jeannie. Look at, I made myself a little note. Chicago Leda? Jeannie. Leda. You're right there on my screen. So I can remember.
She didn't do the blonde thing and write it on her screen. I was very proud.
Right? So, all right. We did going once. Oh, you're just jumping in and jumping out, Miss Jody. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Then we'll be going twice. Anybody wants in, we're going to throw up the stop. And I won't sing. Sorry, Daniel. No offense. But you don't want me to sing. And hey, AK, how you doing tonight, Auntie Christy? There's my stop. All right. So, Debbie, you have first choice at $45. What is your choice, please? A, B, C, any, all? I'm hoping that everybody pretty much has all their packages from me because I think almost everything from 12 Days of Christmas got shipped out by by yesterday. I think was the last round that I shipped out for that was my big box. And then I shipped out some other orders after that. So I'm all caught up on shipping. It's amazing. So she will have the blue cat, please. Thank you so much. And I have the blue cat. I read that wrong. I will have the blue cat is what I read. She wants the black cat. I need to slow down with my grammar, apparently. We've had this discussion earlier today.
Becky's like, she's going to take them all.
I got you, Deanne. I fixed it. Deanne. I think it's been a long day of shopping because my tongue is getting all tangled. So.
You have a twisted tongue?
Oh, Sandy got hers on Monday, too. Annie Christie, she got her Wade's. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. We got it. What do you want to start next?
Okay, we're going to do a little $15 lot. 1-5. First piece up is the cute little white milk glass hobnail basket. This is the smallest of the standard hobnail baskets. And this is one of the earlier ones. It is done before they started putting a handler's mark on the baskets. It does have a tool mark, which you can see.
Oh, wow, Chris, yours got there fast.
I'll point that out. It's a little triangular shaped mark left on by the handler's tool, right at the bottom of the basket, handle attachment. B is another white milk glass hobnail piece. This is the comport.
And you get to see the Becky concentrating while she types face while Barb talks about stuff.
And then we have the Silver Crest Violets in the Snow bonbon. Violets in the Snow was one of Fenton's first decorated patterns they did.
There's the bond.
Painted by J. Brown.
That looks like
What
it.
you see?
Okay. Oh, Kelly got her Silver Crest today too. Yeah, it looks like the post office is catching up too and getting all those things
that's always impressive.
Shipped out. Yeah. So yeah, Yvonne, we were out snooping a little bit today after our meeting, and I don't think we found a whole bunch of anything. I mean, we just found a random 1-piece, 2-piece wherever we were, so we didn't find any great mounds of stuff.
I had to find a fleece shirt because it got too cold and we were just in Becky's
I know she left her vest in my car when we combined cars. Yeah. And can you show C again, please, up close? And I'm like, you might have to go buy yourself a coat by the time we got to the darkness at Goodwill. So, yep. And then the back, does it have a signature? Yeah, there you go. Nice. I know, Yvonne. That's just what I've called it for forever, snooping. What snooping? That's what my mom and grandma always used to call it.
You go snooping and then you see things you didn't intend on. That's the problem.
Yep. Depending on what color glass, there's several colors of glass in Fenton that light up with a black light. So not a surprise. And we showed C again. Have 3 places. Oh, she only spent like $35.48 each place. Well, you must have found more than we did, because I don't think I barely spent $20 max at one place one time. So
I don't think I got any for close to that.
No, I don't think so either. Yes, Debbie, I have it right here. I have the black cat. I have your name on it. I got it. I got it not mixed back up. I got it.
You did the things with the stuff?
Got it unmixed up. Well,
you got it pulled.
I got it straightened out. That's what I did. I straightened it out. Good Lord. Words tonight. I see Chris is at 17, so Gia was at 15 before that. So yes, Paula, I got it. Thank you. It's probably the leg too. And I said it and then I didn't show it. I have it right here. Wonderful.
One must trust in the Becky.
Right. She did. Yvonne was at a couple arcs that were putting, or arc and or another one that was putting out stuff right away, so that she got the first dibs.
Yeah.
So yes. Thank you, Miss Paula. Maybe you need to monitor for us, because I apparently am not doing the best job ever over here, because I'm trying to put it in the spreadsheet at the same time, and I'm like, what's next? Just wait till I start spelling words on the spreadsheet. It'll be really fun, because it doesn't autocorrect on here.
And sometimes it's an adventure when I read things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we sold a what?
But you should know by now, because I keep incorrectly spelling the same words over and over again.
Creative is when you misspell them in different ways.
Isn't this Copper Rose? Is that what she is?
Copper Rose is on Ebony.
All right. I think we got it now. All right. So then we're going to be going. Oh, look, Paula got me. Going twice. Thanks, Miss Paula.
Going the twice it.
Right. Once it, twice it. And there's the who's it, what's it? There's a line of that. Bid end. Yeah, yes, we gave rules, but rules are made to be broken, apparently. Same rules as always. That's what the rules are, quote unquote. Chris is taking C, please, for 17. And then our backup would be Gia. Gia, are you interested in a choice for 17? And then give that a moment. This is number 4. So Chris. doing violets. Bonbon. Got it. Oh, great. Gia would like B, please.
Okay.
And then we can, if anybody else wants A, give us a holler out. Otherwise, we'll switch it up. Thank you, Gia. You're good there, though. But yeah.
There.
We need
Okay.
a sold table. We need
We
to.
do.
I need to pack up some Christmas so we can have a sold table.
Pack up Christmas.
I know.
Stock show isn't over yet.
I'm blurry, like me, or the glass is blurry, Paula. Because we could probably like get it to refocus. That might help there. Laura says it's not blurry. So which camera? Camera number 1? Camera number 2?
Which is better, 1 or 2?
Gee. Okay, well, I guess Paula needs to.
Or Paula, wipe your glasses off.
Like, it's like Barb was saying earlier, I can't read this. My contacts are blurry. Everybody else is saying not blurry, so I don't know. Maybe you need to reset your, up on that top corner where there's the 3 dots. Maybe you need to set your pixels a little bit higher quality. Maybe that would help.
Okay, we are going to do another $45 lot.
She says, I'm not blurry in Seattle. Number 2 is blurry. Okay, we'll work on that just a smidge, and then I'll go ahead.
Okay. Maybe I need to clean the lens off on that camera.
Possibly. Starting offer is what?
45.
45.
Aren't you proud?
Good job. I didn't go look. I just was relying on you to rip my memory.
Fair enough. Okay, we have 3 different light blues from Fenton here. The first one is the blue overlay. This was mainly done in the 40s and 50s. It's a light blue color cased over milk glass. This is one of their more modern shapes. Has a little deco crimp on the top. B is a blue milk glass hobnail trumpet base. This is about what, 5-inch base, maybe 6.
I can help you with that.
Here,
one moment. I have to do this. About yay big.
It's about telephone size for those of you that
Pretty much, right?
telephone.
5.5 inches.
Like I said, 5 to 6 inches.
Okay, good, Paula.
And then C is what they call the sculptured vase. It kind of has a little, almost a flame type design on the bottom. This is in their Salem Blue. Salem Blue was in production in the 80s. And this is the only piece up here that's post logo. Got the Fenton right there.
Are you getting it in the camera enough?
I think so.
You gotta go.
You get it?
You gotta be on
That
this
guy?
side.
I got to be on this side of that thing?
Yeah. There you go.
How far do I have on this side?
All the way to your 45.
Oh, look at that.
It's just a little bit weird. It's like a fisheye lens a little bit differently than how it shows on Facebook. So
I will try to put nothing on that first stand.
yeah, I guess that would be it, wouldn't
That's probably the best way to do that.
it?
I need to be trained.
Yep, you do. And I'm
Be
reading the
trained on.
comments and laughing at everybody because they're talking about, they're like, I'm good now. She's, of course you are, but Becky is clear now too.
Becky, are you clear on that?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm clear. We did talk about getting new contacts out though today. That might be a good idea to get some new.
I've got to go order new contacts.
Well, I think I have one more set, and then in a month or so, I need to probably go get a new prescription.
And they gave me some trial lenses on the dailies, but I can find one box, but not the other since you got that from Alabama. So.
Oh, well, that's been a while.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I know.
And you can't find them back?
No, I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing I took like extra contacts with me because like the first day out in Alabama, one like ripped on the edge of it. I was like, seriously, what would I have done for another 2 weeks without having put in extra ones? Crazy.
I took extras of my regular contacts and I took both boxes of the daily trials, and I have no idea where one box ended up.
Oh, well, good news. Do you have anywhere to put some of these by chance? Like
I
just
could
for
probably do that.
sure the ones that are nobody's
You could
a
hand me that
multiple
folder.
buyer yet, so they're all different. So what is everybody doing in the chat? It's all so quiet tonight.
Very, very fun.
I know, right? Everybody chatted out. I mean, I was watching Daniel this morning at like, I didn't realize he was on, so I got in a little bit late, but watched him for a while before I had to get up and get going to my meeting. So I know. Well, and in mine, I have one like set to up close and one set to far away. So especially if one of them is bad, it's not good. Hi, Gina Marie. How are you doing tonight? So, and then I'm not seeing any interest in this group, so we will move on.
So much for everybody that wanted to see the light.
Well, there is some light blue.
Okay, we're gonna switch it out for some glowing things.
Yeah, that was their solution so that I don't have to get like bifocal contacts because I don't really want to. I've worn contacts since what, 8th grade? That's a long time ago. And I had glass. I wore glasses like in 7th grade, 6th grade, somewhere in there. I had those awesome 80s big giant glasses in the yeah, those were awful.
Mine were big in the winter. They're coming back inside.
I know. I'm like, that's terrible. I don't want anything 80s back again.
I found mine the other day. I thought,
Oh, I know. Mine are upstairs.
I could put new lenses in.
Oh, they're just, you watch if you watch Stranger Things, people watch Stranger Things on, hey, Carrie T, how are you doing tonight? Yeah, like 8 years ago. Since we're only turning a half a century.
Oh, yeah.
This month. Okay. Hold that thought about Stranger Things while she does this, and then we'll talk about that after she's done.
Okay.
So starting offer on this group is
85. First piece is the autumn leaves on Burmese basket.
There you go.
Burmese is one of Fenton's heat-sensitive glasses. Once again, like ruby or some of the opaques, when they reheat this, it gets that really pinky blush on it.
Jeff got a bot for us. We need to have like a tally. Everybody gets a point every time there's a bot. Jeff gets 2 points. Paula only has 1.
Okay. B is one of their beaded edge fairy lights.
This one is super pretty.
I believe this is pink chiffon.
You're still going too far. You want to be over a little bit. Yeah. There's the signature right there.
I don't know. I believe it's CL Hall.
Yeah. So you could also back up just a smidge. Yeah.
That there. Too heavy for me to rotate in my hand.
That's a beautiful finish with the iridization on it. It's gorgeous.
Nice hand painting on that. And then C is one of our most unusual colors in Fenton, one of the hardest to find. This is ivory crust. This was just produced for a short while in 1941. The reason it was discontinued is this is made with uranium, and they needed uranium for the war effort in World War II. So,
just like John told us about last week. Oh, Gina, this is Barb. She's Cowgirl Class out of Denver, and we sell Fenton together on Facebook. So we're doing a once a month. We're scheduling it. We're committing to doing second Tuesday a month as Fenton Glass live sales on my channel. So we're gonna take down the lights and show the glow. It's reflecting off but you can see the Burmese lights up the whole. The yellow much more than the pink part, but then look at that other basket. They're beautiful.
Shine it from the top.
Yeah, I would say you could go to like right here. Ooh, maybe.
And then this guy really glows too. When I said ivory crust, the crust part is the clear edge that's applied around the basket.
How funny, Chris. It shows on different people's feeds different names as to who got the bot.
They're like, I got the bot.
Right.
I got the bot.
I know, you get a point if it shows that you got it on your screen. So Jeff took it over at some point. Same with Paula. They love custard glass. And Gina says, nice to meet you, Barb.
Nice to meet you.
Debbie says she has that fairy light. Well, she is getting an extensive collection, isn't she? So we had that one in 2 colors at one point. Is there another color of it over there, or is it gone?
Same mold, different color.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We also have that in a hand-painted ruby Carnival.
We're all taking credit. That's okay. If you see it on your side, you get a point. It's like with Fatbirds when they play games. Everybody gets 1,000 points. You got that first, you get 1,000 points.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. Totally. If she said she went crazy for a while. And her sister says, yes, she is. Getting a good collection of fairy lights. What other color? Well, how about Barb will pull that in the next couple groups and you can see it. How about that? Miss Jenna. See, I got that one right. Jenna. Chicago lady is Gina. I'm getting it.
Jenna.
Gina.
Gina.
It doesn't help that I have a cousin named Gina too, but you'd think I'd remember that. So
wait till you get a Janae.
Don't don't confuse the issue any more than it is, because I know there's other Genies and Jenna whatever out there too. So all right, well, I'm in the wood. Who was saying that? Oh, Debbie says she has it in purple too.
Nice.
That would be pretty.
Made in several colors.
Well, I mean, that's one of the beauties of Fenton is they made, well, and it was a great marketing strategy, is that they made each piece in almost every color imaginable, because different people like to collect different things, different colors, different finishes, different shapes, different, eras, different, I don't know. There's every different way you can collect it. Yeah, they made it. So that's awesome.
Okay, we'll just do
Hi, Maria. How are you doing tonight? I did look up your package for you. Yes. Chicago lady is Gina. Groovy Vintage in Texas is Jenna. Becky gets a point. Woo-hoo. There we go. All right, what's next?
Okay, I think I'm going to stick with the original group I pulled.
Okay, what's our start?
It's going to be 150.
Ooh, she's going to pull some.
We're going to pull some big guns.
Is there a choice?
There is a choice.
All right, here it goes.
Okay, we've got a few pieces that Fenton did for LG Wright. The first one, this is what they call the Atterbury style deck. It was made.
Okay. She's like, that's not where I put it.
We're going to have a problem getting all 3 items up here, so I think we'll cut it down to
2 choices then.
Okay, dang it. Okay, so Atterbury style deck. This is done in purple slag, which is the purple glass amethyst mixed with the milk glass.
Gina, aren't you Gina? No, we have Gina, Jenna, Jeannie, and Gia. This is why we didn't name any of our children with Jeff names, because Jeff's one of Jeff, John, and Jenny. And my brother's Jeremiah. I'm so confused now. I know.
Okay.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
And the second piece, this is LG Wright's large hen on nest, also made by Fenton in the purple slag. So LG Wright was what we would call a jobber, basically another glass wholesaler, and they had their own sets of molds. They were active from the 30s through the 80s, actually through the 90s. And essentially they took molds to whatever company could produce the glass they wanted and would produce that at the lowest cost.
So now this one is pretty common to the duck, if I can't see my hand, is pretty common to see in all white or white head, purple body, purple head, white body. Those are pretty common combinations. And we've had the purple slag and we've had a cobalt slag. And the cobalt slag is a little bit more unusual color combination. And I don't know what else have we seen them with like white bodies and red heads?
No, but I have before seen them in the all cobalt.
All cobalt. Ooh, that would be pretty too.
Super unusual.
Yeah. So Gina. Do you pronounce yours Jenna Because I would pronounce it like Jenna. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Jena?
Jina.
Well, we
So-
know Gina Blair that's a decorator.
Oh.
Jen.
Just give me grace on your names. I don't intend to butcher them or mix them up. I just, once my kids were out of school, I didn't have to memorize names anymore, and it's just this like Tina, Gina like Tina, but groovy vintage is Jenna. Okay, short for Jennifer. Yeah, there we go. Awesome sauce. Let's just talk about nicknames and how confusing they are. That's what tonight's episode is about. So yes, no worries. Now I'm gonna say it right. Gina. There's two. Oh,
Gina with two G's?
Jeannie and Gina. Okay. What did I get myself into? Maria, when I looked it up, it said for today at 3 a.m. that it was out for delivery out of Sacramento. So however far out you are of Sacramento, that's my guess. Like for us, it would be out of Denver and it'd be coming down to Colorado Springs and it would be like out for delivery to houses the next day. So hopefully that's good. Right? I mean, I have a spreadsheet. That's the thing. But you can't put, I suppose I could phonetically put everybody's name in there so I can spell it right. But Jeff, we might need another column on the spreadsheet.
Jeff, you're in charge.
Oh, man. Okay. Off with the fowl. What's next?
Mm-hmm. We'll show that other fairy light and mulberries.
That's right. Oh, no. Trisha, I don't want a Jenna, Jeannie, Gina quiz on Saturday. Jeff is like, no way. No, he said, okay. He was good. He was on it.
Okay.
All right, what's our next choice?
Okay, we're going to start at 125 on these.
I mean, if nothing else, you'll see some pretty glass here tonight.
First piece is that Ruby Carnival Fairy Light in the same mold as that pink chiffon iridescent one. This was one of the Christmas patterns. I want to say this was the Lenten Rose pattern. That's the white Christmas rose, ribbons trailing around the edge. Lovely iridization on this one. And this is hand painted by S. Fisher.
Yeah, the ruby is beautiful.
And then the second item up, this is Fenton's Mulberry color. This is one of the colors that's made by casing multiple colors of glass together.
And back it up just so, yeah.
I'm going to have to back it up to here.
Mm-hmm.
This one does not go down to the pure blue you usually see on these.
Yeah. You might be able to see a little bit if it's held up, like the bottoms up, but not really.
Not on this one.
No, it's a little, yeah. Doesn't have as much gradient in it.
This one really looks more rubyish on the top, though, and then it goes down to a lighter purple on the bottom.
Trisha has a very good memory also, so I will just have to rely on her as a crutch later on Saturday, especially if we get to 2 o'clock in the morning.
That would be Sunday.
Yes, I agree. It is often Sunday when we're done.
Good thing you don't.
Miss Paula, we haven't offered layaway in the past, mostly because our glass comes from multiple places. Barb and I, and we have to take consigners. And so it gets very complicated in the financial numbers as to how to do layaways.
The term downright hairy applies.
Yeah, because then when we first started 2 years ago, we took some layaways and then they piled up and then they didn't pay, and then it was packed and you had to unpack it, and then you had to unpay your consigners and then unpay our percentage from our consigners, and it got really, really complicated. So we kind of just went to no layaway. But if there's something specific you can message me about it and I can tell you if it's mine, there might be a possibility. But other than that, it's just simpler for us to not do layaway. So, yeah, Chris is like, I read that in the rules on the wall, Paula. Chris gets a point. Ding, ding, ding. We need a bell like
We
Jan from there you go. And do we have any green fairy lamps?
You know what? I actually had a green one in that, but I believe
We have that green crackle lamp, but it's not a fairy lamp.
Yeah,
and it's way over there.
Yeah. Not unpacked.
Oh, Miss Paula, I can't read your sarcasm at all in the comments. I think we all pretty much put in the sass in the comments. It's not a problem. I didn't know you were teasing.
What do you mean?
No, we're never sarcastic, are we, Barb?
No. We don't do sarcasm.
Right? Good. Paula says, good for you, Chris. Read that one. That's right, Nancy. We need a bell when every time somebody gets a point. On Antiques by Karen, her name is Jan, they sit and list together. I know. It's her mom's stuff. Anyway. So every time somebody lists, they ring a bell for each listing somebody does.
That should be us when we put stuff like on Etsy.
I know.
I accomplished something today.
Yes, it's like an instant reward is what it is.
As long as you don't slobber when that bell rings, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right. Not dinner time every time it bell
not
rings.
Pavlovian.
All right. What's our choice going to be?
We're going to start this next lot off at 45. It's going to be a cranberry lot.
4-5.
Okay, I'm going to do these in historical order.
Oh man! Now Barb's been substitute teaching. Now the teacher's coming out.
And then I've been hanging out with John too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first piece, most of Fenton's Cranberry is actually ruby overlay, which means there's a layer of ruby glass over a layer of clear glass. So this particular one is ruby overlay from the 1940s.
Yep,
they used a little bit less gold in the formula at that point, so you see a lighter pink color. Mm-hmm. And it is diamond optics, so there's a quilted diamond effect in the glass.
And I'm like, yes, you are correct, Barb. Good job.
Thanks, Becky. Like I said, no sarcasm. Okay, the second piece is what we call baby dot optics. So
good night, Maria.
Itty bitty little dots. This is the cranberry glass rose bowl. Also ruby overlay. This one's probably from the 1950s. And you can see the colors starting to get a little bit darker there.
If you wanted to, I'm going to just... There's your outside of the screen. So if you want to come up to that, that's where you're at. Okay, and then C, actually a slightly different formula. This is what they called country cranberry. They started producing this color in the 1980s, and it is a much deeper and slightly warmer tone. And that is a cute little rib base. I love the shape of this vase. Sounds beautiful. They're asking if you have YouTube, Barb. Do I have YouTube? Technically, but I haven't really put anything on yet. I've been telling her for an entire year she needs to do YouTube. So if you go out and you look at Cowgirl Class and you see a channel with nothing on it, it's probably Cowgirl Class CO. They would like to see you appear on the screen. Would you like to make a cameo? No. No. Do you want to look at yourself first? It's not like you have wild hair or anything. I'm pretty sure. Or just come around and sneak around behind me quick and say hi. Everybody wants to say hi to Barb. Barb, come say hi. Hello. Hi, Barb. Sometimes people think we're sisters. It's really kind of funny. And then they think one of our friends is our mom. So it's really complicated. Mm-hmm. One vendor thought she was my mom many years ago. Yeah, one of the gals that we hang out with, everybody's like, "Oh, your mom said," and I'm like, "No, that's not my mom. That's my mom over there." And they're like really confused. This is all in the same glass club. So see, that's right. Deanna, Paula, and Jenna are all saying hi, Barb. Hello. And Nancy says you are beautiful. Why, thank you. See, that's that hair, all that hair dye thingy stuff you did the other day paid off. Into Ronald McDonald. Yeah, it didn't exactly look like it was supposed to when she
It
put some in
it was one of those where they say it's a light
Christine.
copper gloss, and it was supposed to give me just a little golden red tint.
It was red, and she did that whole rolled in thing here so she could hide
It
it.
hid it a little bit. Oh my gosh, I looked like Ronald McDonald on the first
It was
3 inches of hair.
Yeah, looked like you had bright red hair and you
Oh.
were doing like the 40s or the
was
pinup
like-
girl kind of look.
Yeah, it was like McDonald's hair color.
Mhm.
Bozos and bimbos since 1955.
Barb does not have a good sense of humor, people. Paula says 45. Oh my goodness, what did Jeff just say? Oh, he said hi to Christina. Everybody's saying hi to Christina. Yes, Paula, I saw your bag. Christina, are you feeling better? We miss you. Miss you tons. She's been sick up in Canada for almost 2 weeks now.
I have not gotten the creeping crud yet.
I'll knock on wood or something.
Knocking on my head, right?
That's right, Chris. How is she? We want to know how she is. I'm going once. Not going once, twice. But going twice.
Going the twice once.
Yeah, Christina was supposed to be on last night and Sunday night, and she still wasn't feeling up to it from, I think she started getting sick a week ago, Friday or Saturday.
That's not fun.
Yeah.
Another movie basket somewhere.
You showed the white hobnail one already.
Yeah, but like these guys.
Oh yeah, there's one over on the big table over there.
That's the one I just pulled.
Are you sure? I know okay, well, I can't see what you pulled, so I don't know. We're gonna be sold. What is your choice, Miss Paula? Oh wow, Trisha's Christmas card finally got up to Canada.
Yeah.
She wants A, please.
Okay. That is a pretty
nice. Thank you, Miss
Miss Crawler.
Thank you, Paula. Would anyone else like a choice for 45? We have B and C available.
We don't have any fun here either.
Hey, Nikki, how are you doing? I know.
Well,
yeah. I mean, we're just full of it, number one. And number two, it's just more fun if we have fun. So
it's fun to have fun when you have fun.
Right? So.
Because not having fun isn't fun.
What else you got, Miss Barb?
See, I told you she was that fun.
Yeah, well. If Jody were here, I'd be giving her the eyes.
The eyeball.
That's right. What's our starting offer?
50.
115.
Just 50 today, unless you want to change lots, because I do have a 150 lot coming up too.
Woo. This 8 p.m. thing might not work out too well.
And Becky's like, let's do 10. And I'm like,
I mean, that's what time I start with Trisha no, I start at 10 with her. 10? Yeah, I start at 10 here. Yeah.
Becky's like, I don't know what time I start. Okay, first piece. This is Fenton's Orange Tree Carnival glass pattern. They started doing this pattern back in the 1910s. So the pattern's well over 100 years old. This color's their Celeste Blue Carnival, and this was done in the late 90s.
And the other side of the A.
Shoot.
Thank you.
She finally got me trained for Facebook, and now it's a whole new world.
Well, unless we want to be unmonetized at some point, you should continue to be trained.
That's a good thing. Like, train on me, baby.
You need to practice for your substitution days because you can't say it in front of those children either. You're not supposed to.
Okay, B. Same pattern, same shape, different color. And this color is called, I can't remember the name of this color.
Is it that candle? Not candle wick.
It looks like candle glow yellow, but it's slightly
but it's not
darker.
Yeah, it's brighter.
It might be buttercup. It's one of the colors from the 2000s, if I remember right. So some of Fenton's final years of production. And then we'll go in the Wayback Machine. C is the blue opalescent hobnail 5-inch vase. Nice big vase if you want to use it for flowers. Lovely size.
Nancy, if I wasn't the director, you just don't even understand. So as much as I am organized, Barb is not.
Woo! Organized?
Barb knows like the all the things and words about the glass
And
right
Becky knows
there.
where my keys are.
And I know where the keys are, the cell phone is, her purse, and her sunglasses at all times.
But she doesn't know where my sunglasses are right now, so I don't have any today.
Well, I
very
put
sad.
2 pairs of sunglasses in your Christmas present.
I
Did you
know.
lose those already too?
Yes. I poured them both. They're both very
Did you
good.
drink all the Dr. Pepper too?
Only 2/3 of it.
Oh,
And like it helped me, so it wasn't all this stuff.
right. I have to catch up on the chat because I was typing.
That's the other thing I don't do well.
Oh, you don't type good? I know you don't write good, like you write your signature like a doctor.
Yes, I do. They call me Dr. Barb.
Yeah. Here, Christina. Yep. Barb is a teacher. Barb is. I mean, were you
Barb
were?
is a loose cannon. Don't kid yourself.
She started substituting because we have such a lack, a low reserve of substitute teachers with people being sick. And I think your degree lends to it. Isn't that what it was?
I'm equine. I had an equine science degree. So I know everything about horses as it relates to a pre-vet or a pre-scientific grad school information. And I trained horses for a few years. Yeah. And I never actually went back to grad school to study genetics because CSU lost their funding for the project they were working on. So
yeah, so like I'm logistics and details and Barb on like everyday life, and Barb is like all the specifics on Fenton. So
or glass.
Yeah, any glass. She's got What do you have? Do you have like a photographic memory or?
Sometimes.
So that's why it's wearing off on me, like osmosis. I'm like, if I'm around it enough, maybe it'll just absorb. But that's where I've picked up all that you guys think that I know about glass. I've gotten it from Barb in the last 2 years.
And then I sit there and go,
well, and some from my mom over the years, but.
And I'll be like, remember what I said that color was. Mm-hmm. So like if I found out B is actually silken sand, I'm like, Becky, remember that silken sand.
I can remember
it's some
chameleon.
Desert thing.
I can remember chameleon. I just can't spell it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We have any of that?
No, I don't think we do.
Dang it.
I know. I mean, I can teach you stuff, but man, Barb has way more of it stored up here, like John. So, yeah. I mean, I like this one. This one's my favorite.
That's my favorite too.
This is the cobalt color.
I collect that color in the
Somebody really likes that C also. Oh, she said, what do you teach? She's teaching elementary school.
Right now, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have an elementary school student, so so that I don't have to go in at 6:30 in the morning, I teach whatever starts between 7:30 and
easier
4.
for schedules.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Okay.
I'm not seeing anything, but I'll put a stop up, make sure we're not missing anything.
Don't fit it up.
Oh, I know, Christina. That one's a hobnail. It's a pretty one.
Okay.
And I'm glad you got your box, Christina, because I figured out that if I went on, I figured out on Pirate Ship that I could get everything in your box for the same price that USPS told me I could. Woo-hoo. So that was awesome.
Nice. Okay, we are going to do a $150 lot next. This first piece is one of Fenton's other two-tone glass, if you will.
Will this be a choice?
This will be.
Okay.
This is a potpourri jar. So it has the open brass top. The body of this piece is made with cranberry glass and there's sea mist green, and the combination is called Rubina Verde. And this is a nice floral. I'm getting it. Let me edge over. Got a little dragon on there.
That's right.
Dragonfly.
Christina says, bring it, Barb.
I got it. I got it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad they didn't lose your book, because you wonder if sometimes those smaller packages will get lost in the shuffle.
Okay, and then the second piece.
Chicken.
Rooster.
Bam.
You know what else we call roosters?
Well, I guess we're not prime time, so.
It's a rooster on a nest. This is one of the harder to find Fenton animals.
Flora said, bam.
Pink iridescent.
It's a beautiful color.
It is. Not quite as bright as pink as that very light we had up a while ago.
Mhm.
This is, I believe, the same pink they used for the Velvet Rose stretch, but I'm not coming up with
Nancy
this pink
says
pink.
that's huge.
It is.
Mhm.
It's a huge rooster.
It is.
Everybody should have one like that. At least all
Mhm.
the guys should. Men out there, do you hear this? This is your opportunity. Becky's over here going la 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 la. Feel free to put these guys up over 500. You know, we're good with this. Becky's rolling her eyes at me again.
Yeah.
I don't
Not the
understand
first time. I mean, you do have a 10-year-old son. It's no surprise that the humor exudes from that age group.
It does.
Hmm. He needs a lot of little hens, she says. Yeah. Y'all know I'd be looking at her sideways if it was Jody. But, you know, what can I say? Oh, yes. I miss you so much. Oh,
No doubt.
yeah, I know. Yep, definitely. Oh, man. Just can't.
First the cardigan goes off, and then it goes on, and then it goes off, and then it goes on.
I know. Well, the good news is at least I have enough layers to take off.
It's like wax off, wax on, except it's cardigan off, cardigan on.
Right? No words. That's right. What can I say? All right, we're going to stop on here because I think even with the lag, we should be good. All right, but at least you get to see some big pieces. What are we going to start on this next group for?
We are going to do a $25 lot.
2-5. Choice?
Choice.
There it is. It's in the. Well, but Paula's not even a hot flash. That's the thing. Like, we came in the house and it was cold.
It was a cold flash.
And then we turned on the heater and I was hot. And then I took off my sweater and now I'm cold. I mean, granted, those are available also, but not currently what my problem is.
Okay, these are a couple of the Fenton mini baskets. The first one is one of Becky's favorite patterns, and I'm not sure she's even noticed this basket yet.
Is that the
arches?
Yeah. Here. Here. I'm going to come you closer.
Come you closer? Come you closer.
So it's like Daisy and Button in a way. I mean, it looks like cane seat to me, and I don't know if I can express what a cane seat looks like.
Yes, which is nothing like Daisy and Button.
Well, isn't that kind of like those round things in the button of Daisy and Button?
Kind of.
Okay,
really
but it's in an arch pattern.
It's really cool looking.
It reminds me of church windows. I'll let you take it.
That's a good description.
Yeah. Reminds me of church windows.
Second piece is another one of the faux cut glass style patterns.
Peters.
There's some little pinwheels in there. This is one of their delicate pinks. These mini baskets were usually done in the Easter offerings. So they'd come out with these about March each spring. I think they started that in the 90s and probably discontinued that in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's kind of the time period I started at Hallmark when they had those little bitties like that. So.
And then C is the Violets in the Snow on the basket weave and medallion chamber stick. Excuse the dirt.
Yeah, it's a little bit of
It's a staked fresh, shall we say.
Mm-hmm. Dirt's free.
It is. Real Colorado dirt.
Makes you know it's authentic.
It's old, too.
Right? Yeah. Peterson, did you have fun last night all by yourself? I mean, it's hard to do. It's the weirdest thing to just sit and talk to the camera all by yourself. You get a good job. Especially Mad Libs. That was pretty fun. That's what I was telling you about who we got all the verbs and adverbs described last night was Peterson did a Mad Lib last night. Hey, Barbie, how are you doing tonight? Did you get a nap today, too? Since you were up early with Daniel. So, yep. It's good to have a small basket so you're not tempted to put all your eggs in one basket. I wonder if an egg, do you think one egg would fit in those? Like
for Easter, for place settings?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really cute.
Can you reach that bag of eggs by any chance? Do you know where that grocery bag?
I'm giving her the look that says, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Where? What?
Oh, good. You just did you have a second sale today? That's right. I remember you saying that. I went and looked at the channel so that I could watch it later because I knew that we would be coming on and I wouldn't be able to watch. So I hope it went well for you. Yeah, those.
I know.
She
I wouldn't
found
be in
some.
bags until I felt something egg-shaped.
You don't go around feeling everybody's bags.
No, I feel their eggs.
See if they'll fit in there.
And their sacks.
That's right. Woo! He likes to sit that way. So those are like the Victorian blown eggs, the glass eggs. So yeah, just about right for a little place setting. That'd be really cute.
Yes, it would.
Too bad we didn't hang on to those to make a place setting with that. I mean, over the last 2 years, we probably could add enough for about 8 of them, 12 of them. We've had a few through.
If we really need to, we could probably pull some more out of my basket.
Well, yeah. So, Nancy Peterson did the Mad Libs last night on her channel for her chattel that Christina was still sick for. So, English teachers shouldn't use Mad Libs to teach nouns, adjectives, and verbs, says Auntie Christy. Barbie was she was looking a bit on her sale earlier. People thought she was drinking. No, I didn't think you were drinking. Really? Who thought that? Good grief. They haven't watched you enough if they think that. All right. So I know we had a bid up there. Let me double check it. I see MJ at 25, so we're going to be going once. Where'd Paula go? Paula's slacking on the job.
Paula's like, I'm out of here. These people.
Right? Oh, well, Paula gets it from all angles all the time. So, so yeah, she's saying it was a different crowd. I'll go back and watch it because I'm interested in just seeing how other people do sales, basically. Paula was laughing and smiling. Yep, Peterson did a great job. Thank you, Paula. Going twice. Oh, Barbie fell asleep last night to Peterson. No, I mean Peterson was what's your
It must
choice?
have been fascinating.
Well, there was only like 25 people left and she started the Mad Libs and she's like, okay, and explained it and said, okay, I need a noun. And I was the only person to put something in at first. I'm like, it's just you and me, Peterson.
Dog.
That's all that's left. And then the lag was all of a sudden then a whole bunch of stuff came
For
in
anybody
afterwards.
that doesn't know, there's a Mad Libs app now.
MJ, what's your choice, please? A, B, or C? And the eggs are not included, sorry. They're just for display. We can do some of that later.
$25 more for each egg.
Oh, there you go.
Becky's like,
oh, she's doing. Oh, you're getting all your stuff shipped out. All right, good job. That's right. Michelle Peterson and I were holding it together. She wants the purple one.
Okay.
I got you.
Purple basket.
One purple basket for MJ. Anybody else want a choice of B or C for 25? Just put it in the chat because I think you've already got something pulled up for the next group, right?
Yes.
You're so fast, Barb.
We're going to do a $65 group next.
Ooh. What's interesting is that when Barb's doing the picking, I have no clue what's coming up. So it's like, oh, I remember that one.
She's like, where did that come from?
Yeah. I'm like, did you have that or did I have that?
Like, it's been sitting in your living room for the past 6 months.
Right. What is our start again?
65.
Okay.
Okay, the first piece up, this is the Fenton ginger jar base. This is the mold they started in the 1930s. You'll see it in a lot of their opaques like the jade, the Pekin blue, the Chinese yellow, and the mandarin red. This was probably done in the 1940s. It's in their coin dot pattern. And that is an opalescent pattern. Look, I put it on the right side of the egg.
Good job.
And if you look through one of the windows on one side, you see a whole array of windows on the other side. So sometimes you'll hear it called thousand eye as well. B, we're going to jump right ahead. This is going to be from this is when they reissued original Carnival, and I want to say that was in the 1970s, maybe 76, 78. So this one is done on amethyst glass. It has deep iridescence on it. So it is almost a mirror-like finish with lots of teals and purples and golds. And it is an embossed rose pattern, so there's roses all the way around on the stem of the comport as
Is
well.
that cabbage rose?
Technically, it's just called roses.
Just roses. Okay.
This is done off a Tiffin glass mold. Fenton had a couple of Tiffin's original molds, and then they also made their own. Third piece in this is Fenton's cactus pattern cruet. And I believe this is in Persian blue. I believe that's the color name I was looking for the other night when we were talking about that.
Oh, we didn't find that one?
No, I couldn't think what it was the
Did
whole
you
time.
show the bottom of the middle one to show the base gloss color on that too? Right up. It just looks black, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can't really see it.
I'm gonna try it over here.
Still gonna look black.
If Jody were here, she'd say, "Suck it, Barb."
And says, "Suck it, Beckers."
I can't see it. You're right. It doesn't have enough. Yeah, well, you know, I can't blame a girl for trying. Gotta try.
Right?
Show the color.
Worst anybody can say is no.
That's right.
Well,
yeah, I'm so happy that Christina's feeling better. There's nothing worse than feeling just so dragged out forever after being sick. So, she's asking. Well, Peterson is saying in Persian blue. Oh, the cactus in Persian blue. It's not blue though. It's a
like
green.
We were thinking minted cream the other day, but that's Persian blue opalescent.
That is Persian blue. So it's different than
minted cream.
Minted cream, but it looks green, not blue.
Correct.
Oh, this is one of my favorite parts of Fenton and their names for their colors.
Hey, I used to work for a company that called a color of a riding shirt. They called it Desert Aster. It was pink.
Oh, well,
but nobody knew.
At least they were creative.
Yeah.
Someone is asking how we met or how we meet all our consignees. Majority of them are just our Fenton family in Colorado, where they're collecting. Tastes have changed over the years, and they're ready to rotate in something else. They like something else currently, so they'll thin out a collection to then buy what they prefer right now to collect and look at.
And they don't like the selling game like we do, so
yeah, they're not sellers.
You girls take care of that.
I mean, yeah, since Mom and I and Barb have all had booths over the years too at antique malls, so that's kind of where it's been at. So,
we're about ready to switcheroo.
So, did I miss a mini hobnail fairy?
No,
we haven't had any hobnail fairies.
I think we have one packed, but it is not out for tonight.
I don't think there's. That's Christina. She likes the hobnail stuff. So if there's something you want to pull for hobnail,
I wouldn't even know where to. I'll look for more hobnail.
Yep. Okay. Oh, Jeannie, you were sick too? Everybody's been sick. They want you to show C up again closer, please. I'm just trying to catch up with
it's kind of a sea glass blue-green.
I got it, Paula. I caught up. Thanks.
Bottle glass.
I mean, it's different. And here, I'll show the stopper.
So what they call this cactus pattern, this was originally a pattern done by the Greentown Glass Company, which is the nickname for the Indiana Tumbler and Goblet Company from the early.
Double teaming.
This would have been in the late 1800s that they did this pattern.
So the stopper doesn't barely have any. It just has opalescent, just like right at the top and right on those couple ridges. Yes, seafoam green is more of like the term you would think of that it looks like, but it's not the name for the color that Fenton gave it.
Yes.
That's what's confusing sometimes.
I mean, we can describe these things using our words.
Yeah.
It's like topaz. It's yeller.
Yep.
Topaz opalescent. It's yeller and white.
It is pretty. All right, we're gonna carry on then. You got another group ready?
I do.
All right, I'll stop this one.
We're gonna do a $35 group next.
Okay. Oh, iridized. Yeah, the iridization on some of these pieces is fantastic,
yes, it is.
Especially on the dark colors.
Oh, good. It's the pattern whose name I can't think of right now.
The dogwood one?
No, it's the one that started off all brown flowers and this.
Oh, that
they
we
changed
had
it
in
to
the
blue.
other. Yeah, I don't know what this. What's
Yep.
our starting offer on this one? Sorry.
35.
Okay.
So this is the pattern name I can't think of on Cameo.
It's a floral.
It is.
It's a 6-leaf floral, 6-petal floral flower.
What is a 5-petal floral flower?
No, that one's got 6.
What does?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I knew.
Imagine that.
Floral flower.
I can count. I can't spell, but I can count.
There you go. Fenton started off doing that pattern that was all brown, and then they decided it needed to be perked up, so they changed that center floral to blue. There's your tribute.
Now, those 3 that were up were all Fenton pieces, the last group, right? Yes, those were all Fenton pieces.
Yep.
Yes.
We were doing all Fenton.
Well, but we had up the duck that was LG Wright. But it
that
was poured.
Fenton,
Yes, it was
Wright.
poured by. Yes, that was the question. Is
Yep.
were these Fenton?
Yep.
Yes.
Fenton.
That's right. That's right, Christina. I'm SMRT.
You're SMRF.
Well, that's what all the blue people are Smurfs.
Right.
That's what they do.
Exactly. Okay, the next set is one of Fenton's frame children's sets. This is from the 80s. This is what they called their crystal velvet. So it's crystal glass, and it has been satinized using an acid finish, and that gives it a super smooth finish.
Chris would like to know if she can have this one. What was the start on this?
65.
Okay, this one, Chris, for 65. Give me a yes to make sure we have the right piece and the right price, then I will put you down for it. Because she's yelling at me now.
Okay. And then roughly the same era. This is the same mold, the praying children in the blue satin.
What did I do? I don't know. Okay, I'm good. And then the question is, are all of Fenton color names weird, quote unquote?
I don't think they started really getting weird until the 70s, maybe the 80s.
Okay, so they were a little bit more traditional.
It was blue opalescent, topaz opalescent. 1920s, you had all the oriental colors. So you had Chinese yellow, Pekin blue, Mandarin red, Mongolian green.
Speaking of which, do we have any of those to show them those choices of? But yeah, it's a great piece. It's a good pick, Chris. So we have all those up. We have the choice up. We have the offer start on that. And I'm going to type. And what do we I'm going to just call this the
Persian blue, cactus cruet.
How do I have to call it Persian blue when it's green?
Cactus cruet.
That's what I was thinking would be better.
And I'll be like, what cactus cruet? You'll be like, the seafoam.
I almost would call it a decanter, but oh, that's a funny one. Yeah, it was. Was there a medal up there?
No, my Murano Angel's nose ran into the comfort.
Oh, that's odd noise. Angel made a weird noise.
That was a nose picking sound.
Now I can't spell cactus.
I'll leave you to your misspellings for a moment.
Okay. I think I got it in there. I got Chris for that one. All right. That's right. Well, that's a funny thing. I mean, yes, Deanne, I'll bring those flowers up for you. I know. I mean, there's such a, so there's 2 different thoughts on it, basically, is you'd call it what it looks like. Like this is very much a pale, like sage green or seafoam green color. But if you call it that, the people who are much more of memorizing the Fenton names don't understand what you're talking about because they've memorized what names of colors were made each year. So people kind of get confused that they don't know what you're talking about. So, I mean, yes, that's often what I do with Barb and John and a couple of other friends. I'm like, you mean that bluey greeny color? And they're like, yes, that's what it is. Because I don't always remember the name that Fenton has called or labeled each one of their colors. Like that one vase we had up earlier that went from that really pretty like cranberry purple color down to a blue color. That ombre look has its own name, and right now I can't say it off the top of my head. I want to say Rubina, but I don't, that's the wrong one. I'm Mulberry. It's called Mulberry. And it took me a really long time to memorize that. So this does have a few little different color flowers, like right in here. It's got 2-3 colors. And then this is the other side. It's not exactly the same. But it's on Cameo, which is an ivory color, off-white color. Very in the natural tones. So it is complicated. It's very complicated, especially if you want to go buy the book. It's very complicated. So you're welcome. I mean, and Barb is very gracious because, I mean, there's probably some words and names I say all the time that she's like, oh, gosh, you don't remember that yet. And I'm like, oh, it just takes a while to get it, you know, to stay in here. So, but a Fenton book that has the fairy lamps inside it. Christina, I can check for you to see which one of the books, like John Walk's books, would have the most fairy lamps. I think the majority of his books are by era, like time frame of what was produced. So I don't know if there was a more prolific period that those were made or not. So I heard you were possessed. Oh no. The blue, they are very pretty. Oh. Christina, Jody jumped on and said hi a little while ago, so maybe she is still on live with her. So, well, you know, what's funny is we both have strong points in different areas, and so we work with our strengths. You know, she has a great memory and knows a lot of and studied a lot of these different companies and colors and names and patterns and all that stuff. And there's other things that are my strengths. So we're able to play off of each other a lot to be able to use both of our strengths and work together pretty well. So that's why it works for us for doing shows and selling together. So.
You know, it's that one.
Well, yeah. What's really funny is the ones she can't remember. I'm like, oh yeah, that one came out, you know. But the ones that I don't say over and over again, those are the ones I can't get out. So, all right. I don't think, unless I missed it. Did I miss anybody with I'll look for mine. Starting off on this was 35. Since Barb's back, we'll see if oh. Okay, so 2 questions.
Yes.
Nancy says you have a lot of patience, apparently. I think we both each have patience for each other sometimes. The number one question that wasn't the question.
The number one question.
Is there a book of John's that would have more fairy lights in it than others?
Probably the compendium that covers
like a certain
the
age.
70s, 1970 to 1985.
And okay, so 70 to 85. And I
or
don't
the 85
know.
to 2000. Let me see if I've got it right here.
I mean, that pile is right there. Right there under that little tote.
It's left here by my left foot, so it's left. I left it here. So
you left it there. Also, yeah, Laura, John buys them wholesale, not wholesale. He buys them from the publisher. He doesn't get much of a discount at all, actually, from the publisher, honestly. So, but or A to Z, but it doesn't show. It will list them and give you an idea. Mm-hmm. And then bring the blue one. Okay, yeah. I'll show this one, and you can rearrange glass. I'm gonna stop this.
I can rearrange glass or something.
You can do it. So yeah, Chris is saying what? Yeah, Chris is saying what about the 8? Who wants this bot? Who wants the points for that bot? Oh, I see Chris got it. So the A to Z book, Barb is saying there's probably a lot in there, but there's just not as many.
There's not going to be as many pictures.
So this compendium, 1970 to 85. She's thinking this one would probably have a lot pictured in it.
And the next one, which is 1985 to 2000, also.
Because they did a lot in like the QVC era too, right?
Yes. And that's actually covered in the special orders book.
Oh yeah, look, here's a fairy light. Right, right there. Oh, here's some fairy lights. There's the Santa ones. So there's a few in here. There's one on this page right there. Thought I saw a couple other ones. Yeah, I mean, is there anything? There's the owl one. Is there any organization of Fenton like, here's the shape and it was made in all these colors? Has anybody accumulated something like that that's been published?
Other than the critter book, Becky Selby, and you can find her online on Facebook, she did an ebook of all the Fenton critters, and I believe she's kept that up to date to the end of Fenton production.
Like, what is that?
Probably some random thing that
Yeah,
was stuck in
somebody
there.
wanted to save that page. Okay, so there's really not something like what Christina's actually
No, like
asking.
there's
for.
not a whole book of just fairy lights.
Okay.
And one other thing to keep in mind is with Fenton, you have a lot of whimsies.
Here
If
you
somebody
go.
at the factory was experimenting with things, there's a
Mhm.
lot of one of a kind paintings,
Yeah,
different
so
things like that
this
aren't
one
going to
is
be
a
covered.
good starting point from when a lot of fairy lamps were made this
Mhm.
time period. And then the book after this in the next time period, which was 85 to present, I think, right?
Well, it says 85 to present,
Yeah.
and it goes to the year 2000.
Yeah. So those are the two that we would suggest there.
Yep.
Okay, what is Christina, the first one? Screenshot the first one. Show the second book. We don't have it with us, do
Big
we?
book? Or
No, do we have the compendium 85 to present?
No.
What's the other color we have right there?
This one is orange, and this is the 40 to 70.
So there's an orange one, which is before this. This is the green one. So the blue one looks just like this, and it's got a blue stripe, and it's got the different date right here. That's the other one
all three.
you're looking for. So
Everybody needs all three.
okay, Paula got a bot. Christina got a bot. Good job, guys. Okay, so what do we got up here?
Okay, we are going to do another $35 lot.
30.
Okay, $30.
Didn't you say 30?
No, I said 35, but close enough.
I can undo it.
Okay.
I can change it. Well, you get a $5 discount on this lot, apparently.
Right.
Via Becky.
So bid it up.
Is it my glass?
Awesome. No.
I'll just discount everybody's glass.
Okay, first piece. We're going back in the 1940s with this one. This is the French opalescent coin dot 7-inch basket. This has the bamboo handle, which means it's been crimped every so often, about every inch all the way across the handle. Now this is going back to the 1930s. This is the Ming etch, which is kind of it almost looks like a sponge print.
Yes, like on stoneware. Yes.
It's really cool.
So this etch, the pattern of this etch is called Ming.
Like
why? I have no clue.
I guess there's probably some Ming vases from the Ming Dynasty.
That would probably tie it together.
The color is called Rose, and then I don't remember the actual number of this line. So back in the 20s, 30s, and before, Fenton didn't name their lines; they would just give them a number. So this has a little thumbprint dot in each panel, and has a scalloped edge.
I'm gonna try and show you guys that because I know where my there's.
You might be able to see better against your black sweater too.
No, because it's too far away.
Oh.
Like I can feel it long before I saw it. Because right there where my finger is a little thumbprint in each of these panels. So it's like smooth on the inside, and then the pattern and the etch is on the outside. That one is hard because it's one of those very translucent colors. But it sure is pretty on that pink. Yeah.
It's lovely.
The pink is really pretty.
In the 1930s, they did several different etches. The Ming is one of the most common. The sand toy, which looks like grass, is probably the other.
I saw some sand toy yesterday, but I was chipped.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth what they were even asking for it. Oh, I'm gonna put a name on this one. What's your third piece up there?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Because you were talking.
It's all right. I was trying to give them up close.
This is the Sheffield basket. This, I believe, was made in the 80s, possibly the 90s. And you can tell that on the Fenton logos. If you look under the word Fenton, there's going to be a little 8 or a 9. I'm too dang blind, especially at this hour of night, to see what that is on this one. Can you see it?
The number?
Yeah.
The 2.
No, it's not.
And I have to get out my fancy glasses.
But if you think it's a 2, it's probably an 8.
I usually have a hard time seeing this. It is an 8. Good job.
So Sheffield was a pattern that was originally made in the 1930s.
Right, Laura?
And then I believe this basket pattern was developed significantly later.
Okay. I need another word again.
Practice cruet.
Cruet. That's the word.
Singing with the stopper baby bobber.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you were going?
Yep.
Okay.
Other than decanter. Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, Christina, you're going to have to do a whole video about how you feel when you're getting up to it in terms of letting everybody know you're doing all right. Everybody wants to make sure you're okay and wish you well in hopes that you're feeling better. But I'm sure it feels like the kids that are asking the question over and over and over again. Well, I don't think she was. Christina, did you fall asleep in that one live last week? I know you were on for a while. She was like, I'm okay, guys. I'm just sitting here on the couch relaxing. And then they're like, I think she fell asleep. That's right. One moment you're relaxing, the next you're sleeping.
We know somebody that does that at shows.
Shh, don't tell them.
He's not on, is he?
Well, can't give out all the secrets.
Live shows. Watch the class.
Mm-hmm.
There's another out there, Bessie.
You asked that like I know where all the things are. There's the ebony rose one. Okay, well,
that one up too.
I see that one.
I'm looking for that deep one.
White.
Yeah.
On the corner, right there, of the table versus the one on the shelf. Other side of the table.
Yes. Oh.
It might have something in it. Fair warning. It's like Jenga sometimes with the glass. No, she was awake the whole time. Well, that's good. We tease John because he tends to fall asleep during at least once during the glass shows, sitting up in his chair. Right? He like slides way down in it. He's got his feet crossed way out across the aisle.
Excuse me, sir. What's the price on this?
Sorry, did everyone ask already? Oh, Jenna. Oh yeah, no. You're fine. Everyone's allowed to ask, not a problem. Right? I fell asleep once during class in history class with my head like down on the desk. It did not go over well with that teacher.
I did that in the English classes several times. And then in college, organic chemistry almost every day. Mm-hmm. My notes would be going across the page, and then you just see the line
right
down the page.
Yeah, that was like the only time I fell asleep in his class because that teacher, he was like 6'2", big history teacher. He's like, "Are we keeping you from something?" I'm like, no.
You're like my nap.
I'm awake now. No drool. Oh. Just you get whiplash because you like sit up. Oh, I'm awake.
That doesn't count as falling asleep. Oh, I used to fall asleep.
No, I totally had my head like down on the desk. I was out because it was like the first class after lunch. Yeah.
I used to fall asleep in pre-calc too. Forgot about that one. That was high school. Okay. Got a couple of white milk glass hobnail baskets coming up.
What is our start?
We'll start these off low. Let's start these guys off at 40 each. Okay, the first one is one shape you don't see very often. This is with the really deep bucket shape.
Well, that's good. My 8th grade history teacher cared. He was not happy.
And then this, I believe, is the 9-inch basket. We will measure that for you.
Baskets.
Becky loves shipping baskets. Buy them all.
Not my favorite shape to ship.
One of my favorite shapes to collect. 10-inch basket, I think. I wasn't sure it was the full 10 inches across.
Well, those aren't even big baskets.
No,
honestly, because that's what Genevieve just said. Wow, big basket. No, these are kind of medium size.
13 and 14-inch baskets. We generally put up.
Yeah, because here you go. I mean, it's about yay big. I mean, it's not small.
It's a head-size basket.
But not the problem. When you're shipping, you have to make sure, the concern is that you have to allow for space around the whole thing.
And you have to support the handle from the inside to
equalize the pressure. Once you've got everything loaded up inside and then wrapped out here, it's pretty big. And sometimes we have to double box them because, it's a head size basket. Because if the box just smacks one way with the handles like that, it'll just shatter the basket. So the camera must add 5 pounds, right?
Speaking of which, you never want to hold the basket by its hand. Never.
Oh yeah, don't hold a Fenton basket. Don't hold any glass basket by the handle. And if you want to freak out a basket collector, a Fenton basket collector, grab the handle and watch them like practically gasp that you're gonna lose it. So
practically gasp.
They will, and then they'll yell at you. Yeah.
If Becky does it, I'll yell at her on camera.
No, I'm holding it. See, this is now my normal grasp on baskets. Because if you grab them like this, I bought a basket the other day, and they went to bring it to the counter, and they grabbed it by the handle. And I'm going, oh.
Somebody did that with that big 10-inch basket John bought the other day, which I since just discovered he forgot and he left at my house.
Well, and it's not because it's the weakest part of the basket is where it's been applied. I mean, that's the whole theory, right?
To the basket rather than being molded into the basket.
Yeah, it's not one piece of glass. It's 2 pieces of glass that have been put together under heat and pressure. Mm-hmm. So, it doesn't take much for those to pop. So, as a matter of fact, that was the last one that broke when we got home. I got it home and went thunk. And I was like, no. Don't tell me it's broken.
It's a good way to test your basket.
Right, Paula. There will be a quiz. Never, ever, ever hold it by a handle.
Never, ever.
Yeah. Well, Christina, I'm glad it's going. Yeah, it's what everybody's got. That crud. My mom seems to not. It's just taken her. She's like, oh, I'm ready to go. And then I'm like, no, you're not. Stay in bed for a few more days.
It's like, take it easy. Relax.
All right, what's next?
That's what I'm pondering right now.
You're thinking?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Thinking along the road.
We'll look at the lovely white baskets while she's thinking. Starring offers. Yeah, that'd be a good one to do. Where do you want to start at?
Not a complete set.
No, it's a mismatch.
Never mind.
It's a marriage, but no one would probably be offended if you put a marriage up in a low lot. I did a marriage on a fairy lamp. I did a white top and a blue bottom because that's what I had. So.
Well.
Oh, Andy Christie asked if we have any perfume bottles.
Not out. Oh no, we have a lamp made out.
That's right. Gina says, and swing it around by the handle, and that will be fine. I want
you will make Barb
right? You're gonna make Barb mad real fast. It's ruined a few pieces of Fenton by grabbing it by the handle. We were walking around an antique mall once. I think it was in Ohio. And they had like those really long prong like pegs, like stick out a pegboard. And they had all the glass baskets hanging on the pegs all over the wall. And I'm like, oh, it's so good that people I know are not seeing this right now.
I would have had an aneurysm.
It was,
Maybe an
I mean,
aneurysm and a half.
I was like, not a good idea.
Okay, let's switcheroo. Why doesn't anybody want a basket?
No baskets. Yay, Becky doesn't have to ship a basket. Next.
Boo. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do a $20 lot.
Okay. See, I was waiting for that number. 20. Choice.
Okay,
What is it?
choice A is the Barb oval toothpick or votive.
It's not Barb oval. Why do I keep calling it panel and
I don't know because it's Barb oval.
I call it bar and something. I don't think I called it.
Go to the Barb oval in provincial blue.
That's like a brand, like a ranch brand. You know, like a lazy J, Barb oval. Like it's a literal.
Okay. Yes,
It's like a literal
description
name of the description of the pattern.
Gotcha.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, second piece is super cute little paneled vase. This is in their cobalt, and I believe they just called it cobalt that year. That was in late 90s, early 2000s. It's amazing when Fenton just calls a spade, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Right now, they all want to skip around holding baskets. By the hand.
Use wicker for that. Use those crappy Longaberger things. Okay, and then C is going to be the blue opalescent. This is what I call the big ear set for obvious reasons. Creamer and sugar. And this would be more of an individual creamer and sugar size. So everybody at the table gets a set. And it's the Oprah set. You get a set, and you get a set.
Yeah, we have a few creamer and sugars. We thought that was from an estate, and there's several creamer and sugars in it. I think that was one of the first things I put up during my 12 days of Christmas, with some of those creamer and sugars. Now, Peterson, be nice to our Christina. It gets old being told what to do when you're sick because it takes forever to feel better and you're tired of listening to everyone. I totally understand her. Barb says drink whiskey. Everybody will feel better. Laura was in at 20. Oh, sorry, Barbie. We had a start. I put a starting. Oh, did I put it in there? Thought I did. Yeah, starting offer is 20. Choice. Laura's at 20. That's right, Peterson. Nope, not going to listen. The older we get, I think the harder it is for us to listen to people tell us what to do, especially about our health. Well, we need to use reverse psychology on Barb. I see Barbie at 21. So Geneva and Laura, if you want to be, it'd be 22. Well, I mean, and the whole thing is we all know what we should do. Because we're, especially like as moms, we know what to tell our kids what to do. Do you think we want to take our own advice for that? That's right. Watch out. Peterson will drive back up there to Canada. She'll spend 5 hours at the crossing just to come and make you better. LJ's at 23. Yeah, because Christina lives in Canada. She's like an hour and a half from Minot, give or take.
Why not Minot?
Yep. And Peterson's in Minneapolis. And no, I want to say Minneapolis, but I know she's maybe close to the cities.
Somewhere up there.
Yep, she's in Minnesota, eh?
Up in the cold north.
Well, that's the first thing I tell my mom. Are you drinking enough water? Are you having enough? Yeah. She's like, yes. But the thing is, she has short-term memory. So sometimes she is and sometimes she isn't.
She's like, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that any of your business? No.
So Christina just said Biden isn't letting those Americans into Canada anymore. All right. We're going to be going once. See, we have more fun just talking and hanging out and sometimes we're like, oh yeah, we're selling something. Whoops.
We sold something? How'd that happen?
Well, right. Nobody ever drinks enough fluids. My problem is every time I turn around, I gotta go to the bathroom because I Drink
We kind of did that all day
constantly.
today if we drink that.
Oh, we know. I know where all the bathrooms are in town.
All of them?
Mm-hmm.
Every stinking one?
I pretty much know where
You're my
any
bathroom
business that I have ever gone into, I know where the restroom is. Thank you, Paula. Oh, and she's selling it. Look at that. And the right liquids too. All right, so we had apparently Barb's liquids are tequila and whiskey.
And
LJ at 23. LJ, what is your choice, please? And then looks like Laura was 22, so she's our backup, and then Barbie. LJ wants B. She wants a cobalt vase. 23. Thank you so much. And then, what did I just say? See, I said it and then I forgot.
Actually said C.
Laura, do you want a choice for 23? Have this one for LJ. And then Barbie. A and C are available. That's right. You tell her, Christina. Use those words. Laura says no, thank you. Barbie says no, thank you. Let's see, who else was in it all? Laura, LJ, Geneva? Geneva, do you want a choice for 23? All my bidders? Yeah, I drink so much water, it's ridiculous. And then I drink other things and probably dehydrate me, so, whatever. But I try and drink lots of water. People look at me and they're like, you're drinking more? I'm like, that I am. That's right. Gina said, I thought Canadians were nice. All right, you two. Be nice.
Wow.
Okay, the last person I was going to ask, and I don't know if they said anything, was, go back to the beginning.
That one person.
Laura, I think Laura said no thank you already. All right, anybody else wants a choice, just holler it out and we'll put it up there. Not that one. Okay. Exactly, AK. All right, what's next?
Okay, we're going to do a couple pieces of peach crust, starting at 25.
Oh, I can't spell. So you're going to have to just make sure so everybody knows what peach crust is.
Didn't you want to explain it?
No, you do it.
Okay. That's because I can always get back confused on this. So peach crust is Fenton's name for a layer of ruby glass inside, with milk glass over. So outside is milk glass, inside is ruby, which gives it pink color, and then a layer of crystal is applied around the edge, giving it a crust. So this is called peach crust. There's another variation called peach blow that does not have the crust.
And that's
the beaded melon base.
Mm-hmm.
The other one I have up here is what's called the wave crust base. This one's a little dirty.
You spit on it for us?
No, I'm just going to wipe it off the shirt tail.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, it'll look a little bit better. Peach crust. And this one has a little bit deeper peach right in there. Okay. And we're starting these guys off at 25. Were you asking me a question? Or were you making a comment?
Nate was in somebody else's chat a little earlier before I started, and he said he had to go make dinner. So, but you could Beetlejuice him if you want. Oh wow. That's right. That's another good word for it. Well, see, the problem is we should be outnumbering Christina because Christina's the one that needs to be bossed around so she can get better faster. She can complain all she wants. My question is, Paula had something on last night, and not that I'm not like disagreeing with how she said it. I just want to know what you think about it because you know more about glass than I do. She called something a reverse overlay.
There's no reverse.
Is there
an overlay?
Is there a rule for like what color normally is first or anything, or white or what? Or is it just an overlay? Any color over another color cased is an overlay, and there's no like white has to be on the inside or the outside?
Correct.
Or clear has to be on the outside or the inside?
Show an example.
Okay, because I mean, these are overlays with the white on the outside. I don't know what that green one is. Oh, you mean that green one? It's right there.
So on those two pieces of peach crust that are up right now, the white is on the outside and the color is on the inside. In green overlay here, we have green on the outside, white on the inside.
So no matter what color is where, it's just called an overlay. Okay.
Cased lilac
and
is the ruby with the blue.
Yeah, so there's one that's really pretty, and it's the
yellow overlay,
ruby with the blue on in layers. So I think what we're used to seeing is like the white inside or outside. It's much more common color in an overlay versus say the ruby and the blue combination.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the
like with the white on the inside, like that green base.
Yes.
Okay.
But
and then Auntie Christie's saying versus, she said, is the reverse an underlay? Thank you, Auntie Christie. Barb's rolling her eyes at you. She's so happy the camera's not on her right now.
no, you see me roll my eyes.
I don't think that's the only thing she's doing. Yeah, so Paula, and I'm not saying you were doing it wrong. I'm just saying that's a good question because I'd never heard of a reverse overlay, and I wanted to make sure I just wanted to ask and clarify if there was a different term for it.
If you're describing the same thing, like green and yellow overlays are both available with the green inside or outside, the yellow inside or outside.
Yeah.
Generally, I would say I see the green outside more often, and I see the yellow inside more often.
Yes. And then, but there's ruby overlay with white inside too, right? No. There's not red, like the cranberry and then white?
Well, that would be the, like the wild rose overlay.
Yeah, like that one right there. Show another example. It's right, sitting right there. No, it's the same, same direction. Thing. Never mind.
It's like I got it. No,
good job. Annie Christie gets a point for paying attention.
I don't think we've got these wild rose overlay.
I don't think we have. I think the most common stuff we have is at least white in one of the colors. I sold a couple weeks ago. I sold that cobalt overlay with white inside.
Oh, that was so pretty.
It was super pretty.
I have the Jacqueline base in that color.
Yep. Obviously, we're all in the bubble. Of course, we're all on the same side, Peterson. Everybody wants her to feel better, faster. Yeah, I didn't know Chris has Crohn's. So talking about needing more water and stuff, that's what they're talking about. Okay. Oh, what did I miss something about that? No, Paul, you're just getting more information. Always. Yeah, because I mean, if I had, and I wasn't going to be like, Paula, I don't think that's what it is on your chat because I didn't know what it was. So that's why I was asking Barb because she's the person
she's nicer than I am who'd be like,
who knows more about it than I do.
I would sometimes say that.
All right. Bubbles have sides. Yes, Jeff, all bubbles have sides. Either you're inside or you're outside of the bubble. So, okay, what's next? What do we got? We've been on for almost 2 hours.
I'm thinking
So
we're about to.
I mean, I think we've covered quite a bit. And did you have one more group that you pulled?
have one little more group.
All right, let's do Paula said her question is, how should it be said then?
Just say it's an overlay.
Just say overlay, period, as the term for one color over another color is called an overlay.
Or cased glass.
Or cased. Another
cased is also
descripting word.
Yes, it's also correct terminology. Fenton just called theirs overlays.
There we go. There it is. Fenton had a specific term for them doing it, and everybody else calls it an cased. And it's all the same thing. It's just what they specifically called it.
Yes, Fenton always calls it like that. Like A here is a colonial amber comport. So a comport and a compote are essentially the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's a dish that you serve compote in.
What are we starting at?
10.
Gotcha.
But Fenton always said a comport is what you serve compote in. It is not called a compote. And yet they made jellies and
sure, LJ, just a second.
And things like that. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, second piece up here. This is the colonial blue, the egg-shaped hobnail base. That's my favorite of the colonial colors.
Yeah.
And my C just disappeared. There it is.
And then we have a request to show that other cased overlay piece with the yellow again.
Okay.
Just to show it.
And C is the colonial green egg-shaped hobnail base.
And these are all made in that kind of 70s period? 60s to 70s or what?
60s and 70s.
Okay.
The colonial colors are the amber, the blue, the green, and the orange.
Orange, yeah. And they called them all colonial because it's just the collection that they made at the time?
Yep. Honestly, they were probably looking forward at going into 1976 with it, into the bicentennial.
Oh,
that would be my guess. And they're coming out of the colonial revival in the 50s. So they probably went in that, oh, we should use some colonial colors and see how this works.
Right? Fairy lights inside would be great. Annie Christie, I might need more words in that sentence to understand what you mean.
We need all the words.
Fairy lights inside would be great. I might, need a few more descriptions in there.
There are peach blow fairy lights out there that Fenton did for LG Wright.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing that 3-piece one with the curved-in lips, like square bottom. I've seen that one. Okay, Paul is on it. They're still going though. B and C remind them of a blowfish. That's funny. Yep. I agree with you. Totally different look. Groovy Vintage is at 16. 17. I looked at it and totally read it wrong. 17. In the glass thing, light them up.
Do you think those are fairy lights?
Oh, they're not fairy lights. They're vases. I mean, it's literally an egg-shaped vase with 3 toes. So they're similar. I mean, I guess they're kind of similar to a fairy lamp shape, but put a little votive candle inside, like a battery one inside, so that you could light them up. I got you now. We're all on the same page now. Okay. That took a little while. I'm tired, I guess.
Is that a big deal?
Oh yeah, or those little wine bottles, like the little
like the little itty-bitty
LED lights. Those would be cute too. Yeah.
I just remember those.
Right, got it. Okay, so we have Kathleen at 18. Oh, Groovy's at 20. Did I miss it? We could probably going once here. Yep. Groovy's at 20. Now Laura's like, now she gets it. Everybody's like, come on, Becky. We all know what they're talking about.
I missed it.
Thank you, Annie Christie. She said, many strands of lights inside. We call those fairy lights, and they make faces look neat. Thank you, Annie Christie. Okay. She put in more words and made it much more clear.
There we go.
Oh, did you? Yeah, okay.
Did I?
You're fine. Okay, going once, going twice. Yes, literally a light bulb moment since those lights went on. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're gonna sell it? Sell it, Paula, sell it. And then we'll show the yellow cased overlay, yellow overlay glass.
You're right. It's yellow case.
I know.
And it's yellow overlay.
I just try and stay with Fenton terms because the more glass I have, the majority of glass we have is Fenton, so I try and stay in Fenton terms. It's not all the same. Sold. All right, so we have Groovy. Miss Jenna, what is your choice, please? You're my first runner-up. Looks like Barb's about ready to take a nap in her chair.
Barb's been up since 5:30.
2 p.m.
I still have another hour to drive home.
Yeah, she wants the green egg base C. Thank you. So I have this one for you, Jenna. So the backup was Kathleen. Kathleen, do you want a choice? A or B for $20? Kathleen wants the blue.
Okay.
And then the next bidder back would be Groovy was there, Kathleen was there. It looks like the two of them were duking it out. Barbie, you're my other one in there. Barbie, do you want A for 20 before I open it up to anybody else? Yep. Oh, this is going to be 21, and that was Kathleen. Oh, here we go. Here comes the hot flash. No worries, folks. They're still here.
We didn't want you to get too cold.
Yeah, we wouldn't want me to like think I'm normalized or anything.
No.
We each got what we wanted. Pretty close. Barbie says no, thank you. All right, anybody else want that choice? Right there for $20. And then, oh, Annie Christie says she has friends in Elizabeth near Parker that have 2 horses.
Nice.
Do you know everybody that has horses in Parker?
I do not.
Do you want to disclose your friend's name, see if Barb knows who they are, AK?
I might. You never know.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. I have this one down for Kathleen. Perfect. So we'll put this one down. Unless somebody wants it, throw it up in the comments. So somebody had asked to see that one again. Okay. And then the other question was they want to know what, or I think Annie Christie asked what your favorite color of glass was.
My favorite color of glass?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What can you choose?
In Fenton?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's,
or any
because
color.
That's a different question.
Yes. What's your favorite Fenton color?
Favorite Fenton color is probably mandarin red. Maybe Mongolian green. I like my opaques.
Maybe this one. Maybe that one. Maybe Jamestown blue. Maybe.
I like that Jamestown.
Maybe.
I like my peach crest and peach blow.
She likes a lot.
And I like my ruby.
I don't think she has a favorite that she can.
Those are my favorite.
Mm-hmm. And I think somewhere along the line I read a question and forgot to
don't
ask
forget my
about
Celeste blue. I've got like
yes,
that
Celeste blue also, very much so. Her friends in I read that part. There, they just moved there within the past year, she said.
Probably don't know that.
No worries, book. You got this. Oh, and Jenna says her sister-in-laws moved into Parker for a while and they had horses too. Right? Oh, they want to know if we're putting this piece up, what would be a starting price on this piece?
75.
We might as well just throw it up there.
Sounds like a plan. Starting bid on this is 75. Yellow overlay is one of the hardest to find overlays.
Why would that be?
They didn't make it very long. They had a lot of production difficulties with it. And if you ever find a piece that has the yellow on the outside, it was super, super hard to make.
Your mom had a basket once for that, right?
And then,
go ahead.
And then she bought a bunch from us.
She says Roberts is their last name.
That doesn't help.
That doesn't help you. Too common a name.
Yeah.
LJ's in at 75. Reminds you of an egg. Very much so. I think mom had a piece of this in a basket, didn't she, with the yellow on the outside, or was it yellow on the inside?
Yellow on the inside. I have the beaded melon base that has yellow on the outside.
Okay, so then while people are looking at that and making up their minds whether they want to bid against LJ on it, I think somebody asked me what the color, because I've told them that teal is my favorite color in Fenton. Did they just call it teal? What was
like teal royale? That color teal?
Like my teal crest on my Spanish lace up there.
That one is teal crest.
So they just called teal.
Yes, but the teal, when they made it as a full color, like if you were just going to have a teal vase, that was teal royale. That's what they called that.
I think I have one down there.
Becky just rolled her eyes.
Well, I think they saw me roll my eyes because I'm on camera.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you rolled your eyes at them or you just
no, and to you.
At me.
Well, I rolled them at you, but they all saw it. So, it's unusual. I mean, the teal is a harder color to find.
It's a fairly short production color.
Yeah.
It's a 90s color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of it.
You see
we actually know somebody in.
I don't know if they can see that up there. That's my favorite piece of Fenton right up there.
Your Viking ship.
Shh. I'll have to see it another time now. All right. She says sold. Thank you, Miss Paula. Thank you, LJ. We're just talking. They have a horse named Merlin that they just adopted a horse named Indy.
Did they adopt it from Terrellin Horse Rescue?
From the horse rescue place?
From Terrellin. We have a few different rescue places. My friend runs Terrellin. There's Drifter's Hearts of Hope. Dumb Friends League has a horse rescue place now. Merlin and Indy kind of sounds like Terry's stuff, though.
Yes, Annie Christie says. Oops, India, not Indy. Oh, what did I miss? Yeah, LJ says sounds like a cocktail, teal royale.
That would be lovely.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, Miss LJ. I got you right here. We'll put those in. Yeah, so maybe Granny Chrissy says yes, so maybe it's that.
Yeah, they adopted it from Terrellin. That's one of my friends that I've known since junior high. I grew up doing 4-H with her.
Yeah, because you're local. That's where were you born in Parker area?
Well, I was born in Aurora because Parker had no hospitals at the time.
Yes, I'm familiar with that phenomenon. I was born in Shakopee and we lived in Carver. Yep. Yes.
Born and raised in Parker.
Mm-hmm. Jenna says if Holly Wright or Cindy Steputus rings a bell.
Steputus does.
They had curlies.
Okay.
So
Cindy's name rings a bell, but I don't.
All of a sudden, we're on horse talk.
We are.
They're from Glass.
We can do horse talk.
Horse talk.
That'll be the next.
I mean, it is amazing.
Selling horses live on the Becky and Barb.
It is amazing how small the world is. Yeah. Honestly, how you're like, oh, I know someone there, and you're like, wait, I know them too. It's amazing. So, yeah. So, sounds right. It was a rescue horse. Annie Christie said so. Both then Jenna, who's in Texas, who had her relatives relocate here because they also had a place up in Fort Collins, or her grandmother lived in Fort Collins, I think it was. And then Annie Christie has relatives here in Colorado too.
Cool.
And I think Annie Christie, are you in Minnesota? That might be wrong. But yeah, so they all both have Colorado connections.
There you go.
So
Colorado horse connection. It's even better.
that too. Yep. So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Yes.
I think we're going to call it a night. We've been doing Fenton all day Fenton. So this should be, oh, Annie Christie's from San Diego. My mistake. Wrong
Much
coast.
better than Minnesota.
Yeah, right. Right now it is. Good grief. It's freezing up there. So yes, thank you for coming and watching. Thank you for your purchases. Thanks for your questions. And we're going to try and make this our monthly thing.
Second Tuesday of the month.
Second Tuesdays. We're gonna Fenton it on the YouTube. So that's the plan. Be here, be square.
Exactly.
So, all right. Thank you so much. We will work on getting invoices out. Probably they should be out by tomorrow, so we have this handy dandy new spreadsheet Jeff got up for us. And we'll go from there. So see y'all soon. Thank you so much.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.